Hello everyone, and welcome back to Mass Effect 2. The last time we stayed up entirely too late and read over so many dossiers and stuff.
No messages for you, Commander.
And stuff. Now we're gonna go to the citadel and help Thane out. Oh, so how many systems are in here? Oh. I'll go somewhere. Well, there you go. At least we know where it's at. We don't have to go explore other places. Planets, to probe, and all that. But we could go back to him and get those maps. I don't really want to, though. But then again, I am more awake, so... And screwed. Let's go back to the area. Grab those maps. Probably a waste of our time, but you never know. Could be worth doing, or probably not, though. Maybe I should put Towie. Oh well. So how's the points? 1, 1. Okay. We're good except for we're not good. And I think best we're gonna be able to do is go concussion shot up to level 2.
Hungry? Then come to the Fish Dog Food Shack. Tasty fare and skewers are just 5 credits for a limited time only. Or for the connoisseur, try our grade A Tachanka raised Varan steaks. Turian and Quarian food options are also available. It's fun for the whole family. Come to the Fish Dog Food Factory.
The division of Elkas Company.
The Fish Dog Food Factory, yeah. Also, yeah, if we look at our Renegade is up there, we may be able to do that one. May be able to do it. Let's say we're trying to set something to have like maybe 4 levels left, which gives us maybe 4 points, which isn't really enough to do too much with, honestly. And for like them, that's every other level, so maybe I can get them up to one of these at best. Maybe at best.
You should try it my way. Look at how the wind's blowing.
Well, I guess it's not like I attacked those colonies.
I can't believe how lovely your scalp looks. Mine is so gangly,
No, you want
asymmetrical. Want to know a secret? I had it done
There's
a
still
few
the
years
orange
back.
terminal, but who's
Galactic
watching
Beauty
The Office?
Solutions. You should really give them a call. You know, I'm gonna do it. My life is too long to deal with an asymmetrical scalp. Galactic Beauty Solutions, serving maiden, matron, matriarch, and you, the division of Elkas Company. Coming up later today, we release our annual list of Ilium's 10 richest people. Are the heavens still bright Asari blue, or have the Volus finally rolled?
Hey, we're friends. I have never called you that.
No, but you're thinking about it. You think it was easy growing up pure blood?
Purebloods are a waste of genetic potential. That's how we get throwbacks like the Ardat Yakshi.
Hey, I don't like purebloods either, but that's going a little far.
And we're probably gonna regret this, but... Hey, we bought Star Charts.
They should be prohibited from breeding.
What was your father again?
Salarian.
Oh. So...
I didn't mean... Okay, look, I'll take another look at the contract. Maybe it needs to be reclassified.
It can be
Forget
uncertain.
it, do whatever you
That's
want.
why you need an Omnigel programming solution that works. Whether constructing single-use equipment or breaking down salvage gear, Precision technology will be there for you. There are some problems Omnigel can't solve. For everything else, there's Precision technology. Division of Elcos Combine. Hey, are you okay? You seem touchy. It's not biotic neural itching, is it? I've tried everything. Don't let anyone know, but I had the same.
All these advertisements. Where's my blaster at again?
25. Sell at 25.
No, you're not hearing me. I want to buy it
Tired
up.
of training
Buy it
employees only to lose them to your competitors? Perhaps IndentureTech can help. The leading provider of cutting-edge indentured service, IndentureTech can provide contract guaranteed labor for any technical area. Contact IndentureTech today. Slave to your employees.
And then we go back to the Nordy and feed our fish. Because remember, you gotta feed the fish. You just gotta feed the fish. But yeah. It reminds me of Coruscant. Ilium. Coruscant. Coruscant.
No messages for you, Commander.
I was gonna say, nausea, it doesn't really give me nausea vibes. Pseudo sorta gives me more nausea vibes than that. What about Omega? Omega's, not sure about Omega. It's too smoggy. Maybe like the lower levels of one of those places. Yay, fishes. Fantastic. Okay, so now... okay, who do I need to go? No one I need to talk to? Okay. Now let's see how bad we made things. Okay, this doesn't look bad. Save a crashing ship. When did I get this quest? Commander's Wasteland, that one's new. Yeah, like the Shadow Sea, we got like, what, new stuff there, but yet I'm not seeing anything on the map. Fears, what was the purpose of buying those things? Because yeah, there's nothing in it really, that we haven't seen before. We got one for like, what, the Hades Nexus. And yet, everything looks fine. Huh. It's confusing. Guess maybe it directs us to planets that were... I don't know. All I know is there's these ones. I don't know where we picked up this planet, but I'm sure. Oh god, look at all the other stuff. Okay, I want to look at my journal. yeah, I don't see it here anywhere on my list. Yeah, I don't see it. Oh, so what is flashing? Is that that? That mark all vehicles then. Now the broker secret. I am the young. Basically, they don't want the yuck in the council races. It's like, oh yeah, they sent people to go to that planet, and the yuck were like, whoa, new underlings. But the council races were like, oh, we're better than you guys. And the yuck were like, nope, we're just gonna murder you guys. And then the council was like, yeah, let's just leave that planet alone and quarantine stuff, I guess. Restrict people from going to and from it. Huh. Well, but I don't see this quest. It's just like, by the way, there's this quest. Confusing. Well, I guess let's go focus things, you know. But what if we don't probe things? Because we could, but we could also not. Because we've done a lot of probing. So, scans detected a rapidly decaying derelict ship and for Planet Jonas registration matches MSV probe. Now ships manifest no trauma from Nissan's cargo on board. Plan to serve the ship's treasure. You jump out Jonas' high priority because it will be far from Jonas' largest human colony. Guess interested attached to... Oh, Gaff on board. Well, might as well go investigate. Also, we're going to complain about the fact that this is one of those cargo ships. But it's probably going to have it's probably not going to have the massive at one loadout. Still, that's this man.
Warning. Collision with the planet's surface is imminent. I am transmitting a countdown to advise you of the time remaining until impact.
There, 6 minutes, then. Yellow alert. Yellow alert. Red alert. Captain attacking. Inside. Like, I could read over all that, but, you know, I guess the time is possible. Basically, bad stuff is happening. No. Connect the tube down. But yeah, that bypass slowdown thing really helps.
Weapons ready.
Not one shot. I don't know. Group. Now occasional on blind left warp systems damage detected. The batteries in space. Switch on power, re-engage the power group in range. Detected. Only 5 minutes. You guys somewhere around.
Lost shield.
Who just shot me up a rocket?
I am Krogan!
Try to pick up that thing.
This should soften them up.
Yep. Oh, wait, we go. Guess that makes sense. And we did it. And then no more here. And then no more.
Haha! Weakling!
Combat.
Through. Oh, I have 5 passage. Boop. So is that? I think that was it. So after a gap,
We've done it.
yay. What do you get for just a minute? No, just red, ta-da. And then we go back and feed the fish. Cause gotta feed the fish. We're so much for going to the Citadel.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
They from the governor. The governor of the colony. Knowing the crew, we retrieve your identity from the docking day aboard the MSV broken out. We are led to believe that your crew is responsible for saving our colony from a catastrophic event. Not only did you defeat the Giffen and prevent the ship from crashing into the planet and trajectory that would have destroyed our colony, but you also saved nearly 100 munitions crates. Over and lost in ships scuttering. Thank you, we are safe and can continue the broken arrows working, arming the colonies on the fringe of guest space. On behalf of the residents of Parker and colony, you have our eternal gratitude. Yay. We saved it. People. Stop. We need to go feed the fish. Almost made the mistake of not feeding the fish. Guess we gotta feed the fish. Hi, Space Hamster. That's right, every veil. Every veil. So remember, gotta have the patience to remember to do that. Now for what I'm gonna hate. How many more anomalies can we find? Like, we would scan, but it's just that, you know, we've collected enough resources that we scan and scan and scan. Besides, when there's like a system like this, where there's just planet after planet after planet.
Anomaly detected.
Fuck you, game. After planet. planet. Oh, so much for the citadel.
I have detected an anomaly.
So it's a small enough as unusual high density. So it's a bit warm. Well, that sounds cat-like, doesn't it?
Scans have found something.
Sensors detected enormous weather patterns on the planet surface. Scavenger detected. Let's go shoot them. Why not? Go deal with the gaff. The game's still not painting a good picture of the gaff. Should be painting a better picture of the gaff. But you know, we haven't met Legion yet, and we haven't had the game try to justify them yet, so... Okay. Well, this is gonna be fun. I barely see where I'm going. Guess we're heading towards that, though.
They've seen us.
I don't belong. You, and we're dead because they just kept coming for some reason. It's like I'm trying to progress this game. Oh well. And I got cocky and kept trying to press forward. Yep. But, and now they're switched sides.
Got it.
Okay. Oh well. No. What do I have?
Shields have failed.
I can't get down there because Shepard doesn't know how to drop off small ledges. And we're just scooping it up, aren't we? Our space pockets.
They've seen us.
Too late! Now you're dead!
I've got to scoop up more then for space pockets. Boop. I booped it.
This looks interesting.
Well, I don't get it down. I mean, why not? Power parameters are very vulnerable to conventional weapons. I was gonna say, I don't remember that many enemies that are not that are nearly invulnerable to conventional weapons.
No messages for you, Commander.
Beep, beep, beep. Gotta go poke the thing. More damage protection. And then we go feet fish. Space hamster. Oh yeah, I forgot. But I think Morden has nothing new, but you never know. We should go talk to him. Morden, you good?
Shepard, how can I help?
You got a minute to
Perhaps later. Trying to determine how Scale Itch got onto... Anything else?
I'll let you work.
We'll be here if you need me.
Probably is done with dialogue. Would make sense. But did you say anything? I don't think you sent messages. Yeah, none. Okay. Now, go to all these other areas and search cell plans. See how many more things we run into. Jeez, that's far away.
We have used half our fuel.
Of course we have. Okay, so what... Weird. What have we got? Alright, so remember to cover eyes. Okay. Like I would stop and read these ones, but you know. Oh. A massive hot Jupiter gas giant. Okay. How was I supposed to see that one? Ooh, Boral. It's a young village colony world. Not that much population. One copy hot by 4 cents. Forward has road combination of high pressure and ammonia. The only votes required. Well, there you go. There it is. Sorry, that's what sounds familiar. Cold water and ices. It's entirely too cold, isn't it? For you not being that close to the red dwarf. The thing is, red dwarfs aren't any that hot, I suppose. But that's time, this one should be very cold, shouldn't it? Yeah, something like that. So much severe to use. I could probe all those plans, but we did enough of that already. Okay, so there's one that seems new, and that's that one. It's like, it feels like some of those things we bought didn't really do anything. Like, didn't we buy one for like the Shrek Abyssal? I swore we did. And yet there's like nothing new now. Alright, to the Midwest Wasteland. No edge of the Citadel. Okay, what do we have?
I have detected an anomaly.
Damn it. Fine. Whatever we found.
Anomaly detected.
Strange to the Iron Canyon. It's reddish iron, outside dust. Okay.
Unregistered user or record damaged. Status is not known. Beacon triggered by universal.
Probe away.
User alert.
Something on our sensors.
Surface scans report potential error incidents from a weapon in the mine facility. Now it's license detected. Whereabouts of facility staff unknown. Well, let's go investigate, shall we? User alert. This planet's probably in danger. Oh, user alert. At least we don't have to worry about frickin' East Euro string. Oh, apparently there's enough oxygen. So, apparently we had... Husk. Lovely. Husk are not really that threatening in this one. Compared to say...
We've been spotted.
Match about one, so freaking EMP attack. I mean... We're gonna just get the hell out of this place now. The triggers of the damn door are nice touch, though. Like they try to be spoopy. Spoopy. Oh no.
Nothing can hurt me.
Better check the weapons, but oh well.
Enemy! Scratch one!
Oh crap, I have to bypass. I might get attacked while doing this. That's what we got. Okay, credits. I guess. Well, I should say, you know, credits, then. Shouldn't. Oh, no. So, specialists been dug out some kind of therapy machine today, like nothing I ever saw. I was on my contacts then, found out this market this kind of thing. Besides some squints over at Elena's risk control, we're going to part with return credits to get their hands on one of these things. Far be it for me to deny them a chance to pay me. Cooper and Jordan say that he saw the damned everything glowing and how I'm going there to prove them wrong. I'm going to pay enough to support such a weird alien artifacts. I have to admit though, that's an awful pretty sound coming from that back room. Cooper, Jordan and them ain't doing so well. Not throwing so good at myself, we were staying if the machine real better. Not sure much left than Lane's okay. Think it should stay right here with us. Oh no, Dr. Nathan. Oh. See these gas spikes? I think it would feel very good if we impaled ourselves on them. Very good indeed.
Shepard, I detect a powerful alien signature deep within the mines. It appears the device is the source of the husks. It is likely that destroying it would stop them.
Of course.
Yes!
There we go!
Too late!
One less
Now
to worry
you're dead.
about! One less to worry about!
Okay. Yeah. And then we crash ourselves. As far as there was a locker there to bypass, but yeah, I think we're out, Phil. Oh well. Probably missed some credits in that locker. It's not like I was really given a choice, they just wouldn't stop coming, so yeah. It's not like I could have opened that while they were constantly spawning. And now we...
No messages for you, Commander.
And now we feed the fish. Because you gotta feed the fish. Space upstairs. But yeah, seriously, it's like, how many times have we come up here to feed the fish? Wish there was a tracker for that, because it's been at least probably 100 times
No
now.
messages for you, Commander.
So what's over here at the southern location? Oh, come on. It's like, we're just gonna keep bouncing back and forth. If it doesn't. Oof, that's a lot. Okay, now we finally go back to the Citadel, which I've been meaning to go to for a while. Citadel. I'll just have to play out this time. Because why not? Yeah. Okay, enough with the docking clamps, though. Don't need that. Okay, so two maybe three priorities here. Dang. What to do with you? I think I'll wait and get you shredder ammo. Dang, you're up to... man, good enough.
CSEC appears to be investigating the death of Sedonis, Shepard. They currently have no leads.
What a shame.
Also, according to CSEC, a Drell recently passed through customs. The CSEC office may have more information.
We'll come back to that. We need to look into something, though. Boop.
You'd think Citadel security would be the tightest in the galaxy.
I know CSEC too well to believe that's true.
I see no fewer than 14 fatal flaws a skilled assassin could exploit. 8 of them existed when I was here 10 years ago.
Well, there you go. Okay, so first things first. Nope. How do I get jellyfish? Why does the R get jellyfish and I can't get and I can't get jellyfish? Secondly, are you two here finally? No, they're not. What the actual shit? Okay, so they're supposed to be sitting like that. So basically, guess what? We have this quest right here. Found Forge ID. I'm gonna go look this up real quick, because I'm pretty sure the game's screwing me over. So, Mass Effect 2, Citadel, Forged ID. Yes, that's the wiki. Okay. Do. Loading, 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 loading. Loading, 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 loading. While we wait for it to load, let's just continue. Loading, loading, loading. Doesn't know where they should be. It's just they're not there. Just they're not there. That makes me sad. Oh, let's listen to this guy, because it's always fun.
I just talked to him on the Wards Market. He sent me here. Come on, why do I need a service order?
The Wards Market? Why would you come to a Zakara Ward warehouse?
He said they're out of stock and I should go here. He didn't say anything about a service order.
Without a service order, I really can't help you.
Ugh.
Oh no, you can't help him. Oh, so let's see. Ooh, oh. Okay, so that's a bit stupid. So the NPCs that you give the Citadel Forge ID to don't show up until basically after things.
I trust you,
the
Michael.
mission.
What medical upgrades do you want to get for him?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask random people on the street what they think.
So yeah, it's like, that's confusing. Because you get the IDs during Garrett's mission, but yet the game wants you to do Thane's mission on the Citadel before they even show up. Well, I'll be back after we complete Thane's mission then. Hey, Bailey.
Yes?
My associate is trying to find his son. We think a local criminal may have hired him.
That should be easy. We don't see many Drell here. There we go. One of my men reported a Drell recently. And he was talking to Mouse. Interesting.
Mouse?
Ah, petty criminal. Probably not the guy who hired your boy, but a messenger. He's a former duct rat. Runs errands for anyone who'll pay.
What sort of trouble has Mouse been getting himself into?
Odd jobs for shifty people. Duct rats take whatever is available to get by. Data running, fencing stolen goods, selling illegal VI personalities. Actually, he was selling one of you.
Me?
Yeah, when you erased a file, it would say, I delete data like you on the way to real errors.
That's pretty extreme, Commander.
Laugh it up, Garrus.
Buggy, though. It crashed every half hour. The error message was about how the galaxy was at stake, and you should fix the problem yourself.
Yeah, that's...
What was it you called Mouse?
A duct rat. It's a local slang for the poor kids who grow up in the station. When they're small, they tend to play in the ventilation ducts where adults can't get to them.
Aren't the ducts dangerous?
Every couple of months, we pull a little body out of them. Lacerated by fan blades, broken by a deadfall, suffocated by vacuum exposure. Those are just the ones we know about. More just disappear. Maybe they get sucked into space. Maybe they fall into the protein vats the keepers run. And Mouse survived long enough that he can't fit in the ducts anymore. He was one of the smarter ones, or the luckier ones.
I've heard enough.
Mouse is usually upstairs outside the Dark Star. He works out of a public comm terminal. You should pick up a copy of the Shepherd VI when you talk to him. It sounds like your boy's running with the wrong crowd.
Yes, I agree.
If Mouse can't get you in touch with your son directly, he'll know who can. I'll help you if you need it.
You don't know us, Captain. Why are you going so far to help us?
I've worked Zakera for 2 years. Every day kids turn to crime because they've got no other choice, because their parents don't care. You're trying to save yours.
He faces a dark path.
We better hurry.
There you go.
You didn't tell him that Kolgat plans to assassinate someone.
We're gonna stop him before that happens, aren't we?
Yes, we are. Thank you, Shepard.
I do. No. Shepard eyes. Do you have anything new? No. No one really has anything new. Sad. No,
Yeah, sure. I can get you 2 cases by the end of the day.
You Mouse?
What are you... Oh, shit. Krios. I thought you were retired. Commander Shepard? I thought you died. What do you want with me?
Be still, Mouse. You can change your pants in a moment.
How do you know Thane?
Krios? He didn't... If he didn't say nothing, I ain't either.
When we heard the name, I didn't think it could be the same Mouse. He was a contact on the Citadel when I was active. He and some other children would gather information on my targets.
We need you to answer some questions.
The people I work for... Look, I can't answer questions for just anybody.
But you can for me. You gave another Drell instructions for an assassination. Who's the target?
I don't know. I didn't ask. Because the people I work for...
We don't have time for this.
God, Thane, help me.
Help me, Mouse. My son is out there, in the dark.
That's why I carried for him. I thought you'd want me to. Please.
Explain.
He came in, said he was looking for work. He had a hollow of me, the one you took, Krios. I put the word out. Used your old contacts. Elias wanted to hire him. Elias Kellum.
Ah, yes, Elias Kellum. I think we've seen him on the cameras.
Tell me about Kellum.
Human. Moved to the Citadel about 10 years ago. He was little people when you were here, Krios. He got big after the Geth attack. Lots of the big guys from before got cacked, all in them big fancy apartments up on the Presidium. Now he runs the rackets on the lower end of the ward. Shin Akiba. He's seriously bad news.
Oh, so I should have talked about that.
Tell me about Kellum.
Human.
I lost my chance.
Now he runs the rackets on the lower end of the ward. Shin Akiba.
You just saved yourself a world
Yeah,
of pain.
right. When Kellum finds out what I've done, I won't live long. And I can't do anything about it but hide. Krios, you got any kindness for me? Put a bullet in Kellum before you go.
But the Shepherd VI. Sad.
That couldn't have been easy.
Mouse knew more about my life than Kolyat ever did. He smiles up at me, broken teeth and scabby knees. Bare feet black. A dead-end future looking up at me, worshipping the petty gifts I offer. I was the only good thing he had back then. But I left him, as I left Kolyat.
Mouse said you had a hollow of him.
Yes. A foolish bit of sentimentality. I can perfectly recall every moment I spent with Mouse. He pulls at my arm. Smiles. He wants to know that I'll remember him. That anyone will remember him. I take the hollow. He smiles at himself in miniature on my palm. Then a frown crinkles his brow. He pats my pockets, checking for other hollows. Where's your son, Krios? He asks.
Let's head back to Bailey.
The worst thing about extranet games is when some Batarian comes on and insists on speaking his own language without auto-translation.
Oh God. Run. Don't even get started on that topic.
Yes?
Can we talk about my associate's son?
You talked to Mouse? Did you get the name of the guy he's working with?
Elias Kellum.
Kellum? Shit. Look, this is awkward. Kellum and I have an agreement. He doesn't cause too much trouble and buys tickets to the C-Sec charity ball from me. In return, I ignore him.
You want to accept bribes? Fine. I don't care how you run your precinct. I want to know if you're going to help me.
Yeah, I'll help. Absolutely. I'll get some of my people to bring him in and set him up in a private room. You can interrogate him yourself. I'll stay out of sight, and if I'm lucky, Kellum will believe that I had nothing to do with it.
Bring him in. We might not have much time.
I'll make it happen. Wait here.
We've got Kellum. Tell Bailey we're ready.
He'll expect me to get him out of this.
Not today, I think.
Captain, his lawyer's here. Bet Elias has his VI set to page him if C-Sec gets within 10 meters.
I'll stall him. Get in there and work fast.
We should question him together. Keep the pressure on. Thoughts on how we approach it?
We could both be bad cop.
Convince him that we'll put a bullet in his head if he doesn't talk. Once he's scared, he'll cooperate.
Very well. I'll pretend we're ready to kill him. We can't push too hard, though. We need the information more than we need a corpse.
Get me out of these restraints, Bailey. Pretty funny bringing me down here like this. Who the hell are you two?
Time to renegade. Yay, renegade. Oh, yeah.
My name's Shepard. I'm a Spectre.
Prove it.
I don't have to prove anything. Spectres are above the law. We clear?
Crystal.
Good. Now, fortunately, I'm not after you. You contracted an assassin. Who's the target?
Joram Talid. A Turian. He's running for office. He lives in the 800 blocks.
Thanks. You won't see us again. No offense, but you're a problem below my pay grade.
Well, that was easy.
That may go down in history as the shortest interrogation ever.
Yay for renegade.
What's the story? Why'd Kellum hire the boy?
Assassination. A Turian named Joram Talid. You know him?
Joram? Yeah. You might have seen his posters around. He's promising to end organized crime on the ward.
Haven't seen that at all.
Thing is, his message is all mixed up in race politics. He's anti-human.
Are things so bad that people can openly campaign as anti-human?
You haven't heard what the aliens have been saying? They think the council died because our fleet refused to save them. That we stacked the new council with humans and yes-men. Anderson does his best to be diplomatic, but they act like we're jackbooted thugs enforcing a coup.
We need to stop this assassination. Can you get us to the 800 blocks?
Sergeant, get a patrol car. These two need to get to the 800 blocks.
Yes, sir.
And off we go. Huzzah.
There he is. How do you want to play this?
Follow to lead on the maintenance catwalks. Tell me what he's doing. The Krogan bodyguard will make him easy to follow.
So far,
where will you be?
Obvious blood-packed mercenary.
The darkest corner with the best view.
This one's not bad. If you keep
Yamon
up
Kira,
with the target.
Lord of Hunters. Grant that my hands be steady, my aim be true, and my feet swift. And should the worst come to pass, grant me forgiveness.
And he's just gone. Poof. I was running a part of the ward that looks fun to investigate.
It's been... I'm on him, Thane. He's talking to some voters.
Understood.
Keeper.
You're in position?
Yes.
It's been wonderful talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on election day.
That's just how he passed it down. I was just saying, though.
I'm following.
Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Best we just go around doing stuff. Oh. I had to stop dark snoring too loud. Boop.
Looks like he's talking to another voter.
Any sign of call yet?
No.
I'm moving to another position. Ahead of him.
It's been wonderful talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on election day.
No problem so far.
Save. Can't save. Ooh, a hand. Two handlers. And a keeper. A lot of keepers.
Do you have a target?
I've got him.
A lot of keepers around here.
Target in sight.
That I did. But apparently, I guess we did, but it didn't. We pressed it too fast that the line didn't load, I guess. So we wait. While we shakes down the hill now. Oop, they're on the run now for some reason. Doop-de-doop-de-doo. Well, apparently he's standing inside a room
Where is he now? I don't have a good angle. What's he doing?
One of his guards is talking to the bartender. Looks like a shakedown.
No sign of trouble.
Look, more blood pack.
What's his status?
He's meeting a couple of mercenaries. Looks like the same group his bodyguard comes from.
He looks nervous. Could be he's noticed you.
Maybe he saw Kolyat in here somewhere.
Also a possibility. There are obstructions ahead. I'll try to go around. Don't lose him.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Apparently twins. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, who are you?
I don't have time for this.
I just punched someone for no reason. Yay, renegade.
Stay close, Shepard.
Stale. Stale. Is he gonna move forward or no?
Kolyat! Call C6. Ow! Vane.
I saw.
He's heading to Khalid's apartment.
Kolyat.
This is a joke. Now you show up.
Help me, Drell. I'll do whatever you want.
C-Sec, put the gun down, son.
Get out of my way. I'm walking out. He's coming with me.
They'll have snipers outside.
I don't need your help. What the hell?
What the hell?
Khalid, get the hell out of here.
That's how well for renegade
yeah, I will.
than a power gun choice, but okay.
Take the boy into custody.
What the hell?
You son of a bitch!
Your father and I have killed a lot of people. You haven't. There's no reason you should start.
I read his files. What made it all right for him to kill all those years?
I was 6 when the Hanar began to train me. I didn't know any better. Your mother woke me from my battle sleep.
And why did you leave her? Why weren't you there when she died?
Your mother... They killed her to get to me. It was my fault.
What?
After her body was given to the Deep, I went to find them. The Triggermen, the ringleaders. I hurt them. Eventually killed them. When I went back to see you, you were... older. I should have stayed with you.
I guess it's too bad for me you waited so long, huh?
Kolyat, I've taken many bad things out of the world. You're the only good thing I ever added to it.
This isn't a conversation you should have in front of strangers. Boys, take Kolyat and his father back to the precinct. Give them a room and as much time as they need.
I'm surprised you're letting him do that.
You think he's the only man who ever screwed up raising a son? I have to get back to the precinct. Come on, I'll give you a lift.
Okay. Thanks, Bailey. Bailey's honestly broke here. Then 27. And it's over for son. Should be clarifying for distractions from the mission. Thanks, person married. We feel troubling issues at our politics. My efforts support our government. Similar criminals to counter anti-human bias. Of course you do. Shredder ammo. New outfit. Heavy pistol damage. Good. Like I would take shredder ammo, but at the same time, most everything either has shield armor, and most everything that doesn't can just easily be killed by Inferno ammo, regardless. So it doesn't seem worthwhile taking, honestly.
They've been in there a while.
The kid's been through a lot. I ran some searches in the CSEC archive. About 10 years back, a bunch of real bad people were killed. Like someone was cleaning house. The prime suspect was a Drell. We never caught him.
Someone like that is trouble you don't want to deal with.
Someone's got to deal with it. Doesn't have to be me, though.
How'd it go?
Our problems they aren't something I can fix with a few words. We'll keep talking, see what happens.
Your boy shot some people. No one I feel sympathy for, but there it is.
That kid goes through the system, we both know he's there for the rest of his life. Those guys were a waste of skin. Scales. Whatever.
If you've got another suggestion, I'm listening.
Give him a job. He can work off his debt to society, and you can keep an eye on him.
It sounds like more work for me, and I can't just deputize him into CSEC. You have to go through channels.
I didn't say have him work for CSEC. I said have him work for you.
There you go.
Interesting. I'll think about it.
Thank you, Captain.
Oh, job well done. Wait, we completed that quest? So now. Go over there.
I can't believe these humans. No fly lists? What have they turned this place into?
I overheard you talking. Having a problem?
A human. Your kind is always shoving your way in to solve the galaxy's problems, aren't you?
Okay, well now it's fun. So, remember how after every mission it does that, oh here's your rewards thing and such? Now if you do that, my mouse gets detached from the window? Because usually your mouse is locked inside the window unless certain things like that actually involve your mouse. Then you can move it outside and, you know, stuff. However, yeah, I accidentally pressed the I pressed the show desktop button, which minimized everything, which stopped the recording. Then when I went to bring everything back up, Fraps crashed, so yeah. That was a thing. That was a thing. What I meant to do was press this.
Look, sweetheart. When you need a problem shot, ask a Turian. When you need a problem talked to death, ask an Asari. When you need a new problem, ask a Solarian. When you want a problem fixed, ask a human.
Like you fixed the council?
Yeah, I
If you'll
did.
excuse us, we don't want to talk with your kind.
I didn't murder them.
What do you want?
It seems I offended you. That wasn't my intention.
Your attitude offends me. The smugness, the arrogance. All humans are like that since you let the Geth kill the real council. Now, the galaxy's in chaos. Pirates are striking in civilized clusters. Armed CSEC officers are everywhere for our protection. And you swagger up to me, thump your chest and tell me that only a human can solve my problems. Ha! Screw you.
I am trying my,
You can sit here in your cushy chairs, sipping drinks and bitching about humans because we saved your asses 2 years ago.
That's not...
If it weren't for the Alliance fleet, this station would have fallen to Sovereign, and you'd all be Reaper Chow now. You're welcome. Enjoy your drinks, ladies.
What do you want?
It seems I
Your
offended you.
attitude, and you swagger up to me.
Look, miss, I personally did not make the pirates attack or post guards on every street corner. If you want help, I'll try to provide it. Otherwise, I'll go away. What do you have to lose by talking to me?
Fine. Since your kind took over the council, they've added new security checks and travel restrictions, all to keep us safe, they claim. We've been flagged as a potential risk for Geth infiltration. They won't let us board a ship back to Asari space.
Maybe these would work. They're new transit IDs.
You... How did you get those?
I acquired them from the stockpile of a very good forager. He won't be needing them anymore.
We won't get arrested for using them, will we?
Not if he's half as good as he likes to think he is. They'll probably only work once, though.
If it gets us on a flight home, no one will come to harm by it. We should get ready to leave. There should be another ship heading to Thessia tomorrow.
I don't feel good about that quest. But at least it's off my log. Wish my renegade officers just cap both.
I want to know when the next shuttle will get here.
There's one every 10 minutes.
I don't want to wait that long.
I can't make the shuttles go any faster, sir.
You humans are all racist.
Okay then. Oh, now we go back, we talk to Thane, we get our... We upgraded our pistol out damage even more. Pretty sure it's already as high as it should be. And we feed the fish. Oop, nope, stay inside the window. Tower 6 shouldn't be. I mean, that's higher than 5. I might feed the fish. Gotta feed the fish. Feed them fish. Yay, we fed the fish. Yay. Let's go down to our thing. Purchase activation for camera starts across the galaxy. Been trying to. I still don't know where to get those jellyfish. That bothers me. Maybe I should look that up. Okay. Massive head to jellyfish. Fish. Well, let's see what we have for fish. While that loads, we'll go talk to Thane. Oh, load that fast. Well, that's surprising. Okay, so Mass Effect 2. Zephyrs for screen Shepherd's fish must be fed after every mission or assignment to ensure that they remain alive. This can be extended to 2 assignments and missions back to back, provided there's no returns to normal in between. Otherwise, dead fish must be cleaned out and new ones purchased. After each new squad managed to grow, new options to float or carry chambers will be available. I don't remember such. This is done often enough, and she has been invited in. The option to have her feed the fish will become available. Carry will offer fish carry, even though if there aren't any fish in the tank currently. Then so you could have carry feed our fish, so we don't have to feed our fish. And apparently there is no jellyfish option for us. That's in Mass Effect 3. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Surfing fish, self-carry survives, and was taking care of our fish. She will return the fish in Mass Effect 3. Well, looks like I probably won't get those fish back. Sad. You can get all the other fish back, but not those ones. Interesting. Anyway. But yeah. Freaking Liara having jellyfish and we can't hatch jellyfish. Suppose you go talk to Kasumi.
Do you need something?
Words.
Have a few minutes to talk?
Certainly.
If you don't mind my saying, you don't really seem like an assassin.
You've spent too much time fighting thugs who think custom-painted armor makes them professionals. The Hanar trained my body for this role since I was 6 years old.
You've been killing since you were 6?
Of course not. I didn't make my first kill until I was 12. They were training me. I was not to be used and thrown away. I was an investment.
You were a child, not an investment.
I've given you the wrong idea. They valued me, yes, as a resource, but also as a person. They regretted their need for me.
The Hanar? Excessively polite, worship the Protheans? They don't seem the type who'd train assassins.
Every species trains assassins. The Hanar are only unusual in that they need other species to do the killing for them. They have a strong grip and natural toxins, but have you ever seen one move quickly outside of water? Or fire a gun?
I've seen Blasto.
Why did your parents agree to this?
Gun. Maybe.
The agreement was made under the Compact. It was an honor for our family.
The Compact?
We live on the Hanar homeworld because they rescued us, some of us, from extinction. We owe them our lives. That is the Compact.
What exactly are the terms of the Compact?
There are many things the Hanar can't do, even with mechanical aid. They ask Drell to assist them.
The way you describe it, the Hanar sound like weaklings.
Out here, they are. But if you could see them in the encompassing, the oceans of Kaje, you would see them differently. A stream of silver in the dark, looping, diving. So fast the eye can't follow. Laughter like the squeals of a child vibrates the water. They fly over the black of the seabed like birds, plumed with the light of heaven.
Why was your race going extinct?
Overpopulation. That must sound trite to you. Humans developed mass effect drive before the problem became acute. Our homeworld, Rakana, had few resources. We hadn't even developed fusion power when the soil began to fail from overuse and pollution. The Hanar found us a century ago. They sent hundreds of ships, evacuated thousands of us. Billions more had to be left behind.
What's the state of Rakana now?
Do you read your philosophers? A man named Thomas Hobbes? When all the world is overcharged with inhabitants, then the last remedy of all is war, which provideth for every man by victory or death. As Rakana died around them, my people slaughtered each other for mouthfuls of water, crumbs of food.
But you don't kill for the Hanar anymore. You're freelance. What changed?
I was asleep for a long time, yes. I paid no attention to what my body was asked to do, but then... Laser dot trembles on the skull. One finger twitch, he dies. Then, the smell of spice on the spring wind. Sunset-colored eyes defiant in the scope. The laser dances away. My apologies. Drell slip into memory so easily.
Was that one of your assassinations?
Yes. Perhaps we can discuss it later. I've wasted too much of your time.
Let's see, now that that's done, trying to think what's next. I guess Omega. Don't want to do that in this
No
video.
messages for you, Commander.
Net. And let's finish it off in this video. Why not? I mean, it's gone on over an hour already, so there's that, but why not go finish off Omega? That way, everyone's happy. Then we can worry about that next time. Omega. Let's see. Legion's gonna be the difficult one, of course, because we only have a short amount of time after we get to get a new story mission and stuff before games like nope. No, he's loyal. Yeah, that's not much of a chance. I still prefer that one. Who to take, well, weak. So, tomorrow, what you got? Meh. Getting low. Getting low.
Daily death count on Omega is too high for me to pinpoint an Ardat Yakshi's location. However, given the reputation of Ardat Yakshi among the Asari, Arya T'Loak may have tracked her movements.
Thank you.
Come on, let me
so
in.
Of course we should go talk
Arya's
to
expecting
Arya.
me. Ugh.
Annoyed.
Wait.
Can you even see me over here?
Wait.
Don't you know who I am?
Matter of fact.
2 years since the destruction of the Destiny.
Hello again, my friends. Please tell me you have something for me.
I have the package from the drop point on you.
Excellent. And here's your reward.
I found the package your contact left on the Citadel.
Very nicely done, my friend. And as I promised, your reward. I really appreciate what you've done, friend. I'll toss in something extra for your trouble. Great doing business with you, Shepard.
Well, that was easy.
I've had enough of this. Let me inside or I'll smash that smelly ass you call a face.
With barely constrained menace. Try it.
Whatever. I don't want to go in there anyway.
Yeah, I could just see you trying to take on an outdoor. He pummel you.
I'm in an important business meeting.
Nothing to see here.
Oh yeah.
What do you need?
An Asari fugitive is hiding out here. She's an Ardat Yakshi. We need to find her.
I knew it. Nothing leaves a body quite so empty as an Ardat Yakshi does.
You haven't taken steps to kill her?
Why would I? She hasn't tried to seduce me. Her last victim was a young girl. Pretty thing. Lived in the tenements near here. That's where I start looking.
Thanks for the help.
Good luck finding her. Better luck catching her.
Well, there you go. Anto.
You want to talk?
Farewell, look out, Anto. On to you.
Oh.
Ari is so beautiful.
So remember that one apartment? Yep, that's where we need to go. Okay, so this one's not too bad. Don't really need to kill anyone. Probably just dialogue. The only problem though is dialogue alternates very long. And the problem also is the fact that this hill is one of the hardest decisions. We should have enough renegade though.
Don't give those upstarts a moment to breathe. End is nigh.
Are you here about my daughter? My nephew died a week ago and no one seems to care. The medics said it was a brain hemorrhage, but that's not true. It was murder. Someone killed my nephew, my baby.
I think she was murdered too, and I'm looking for her killer.
Oh, thank you. It's so hard when no one believes you. I'm all alone now. Are you one of Aria's people?
I'm working for Aria. Are you ready to answer my questions?
I don't care if Aria sent you. You're asking about my nephew. That's what matters. No one else on this hellhole station gives a damn that my nephew is dead. If you can do something about it, I'll help you however I can.
Did your daughter have a lot of friends?
Not a lot, no. She was shy. Spent most of her time off making her sculptures, not hanging out with friends. Something did change in the last few weeks, though. She started talking about an Asari. Morinth.
I see.
I didn't like her. She kept dragging Neff out to clubs, and I'm pretty sure she gave my daughter drugs.
What kind of a person was this Morinth?
I never met her. But Neff talked about her like she was a queen. You'd swear there was no one else alive when she talked about Morinth.
That sounds familiar.
Samara, does Morinth control her victims with drugs?
She controls them through sheer will. The drugs are just a lifestyle. She loves the club, loves the base. She's a hedonist.
So this Morinth did hurt my daughter? Is she the one that...
I will bring justice to the one that did this.
We swear to you. Neff will rest easy soon.
I hope so. I hope so. My baby.
What kind of a girl was your daughter?
My nephew had a fire inside her. She was shy, but she was creative and driven and the best girl a mother could hope for.
She was creative. How so?
She was a sculptor. Several galleries were interested in her. Said her work was fresh.
Did Neff hang out anywhere in particular?
She was always quiet working here at home. Then, a few weeks ago, she started going out all the time to the VIP area of that club down the street. I think you need a password or something to get in there. The change was so sudden. She just seemed tired and distracted when she wasn't around Morinth.
You mind if I examine Neff's room?
I didn't want to disturb anything. Her clothes, her art, her sculptures, everything is the way she left it. The way it will always be. My baby is gone. Thank you. I'm sorry. I just miss her so much.
It's okay. We've all suffered loss.
I know what it means to lose a daughter. I will avenge her.
Thank you. Please, if it helps you find her killer, look through her things.
We will be respectful.
I'll examine her things.
Let's see what we got. Oh, statue.
Made that. A man from some gallery offered me 4 years' salary for it, but I'd never part with it.
Neff, I'm sending you this hologram by the Elcor artist Forta. His work is sublime, but don't stare at it too long or you may go mad. I don't want anything bad to happen to you, love. I can't wait to hear what you think of Forta.
Read the oldest entry.
Hey, Diary. Cycle 34, Orbit 671. There's a lot to talk about. I dropped Jarut's name, and they let me into the VIP room at Afterlife. I was sure everyone was staring at me. Then, the most beautiful Asari starts dancing near me. She moves like water, form and volume, but shifting, changing. I'm in a trance. Then I'm dancing with her. Later, we went for skewers, and I'm supposed to see her again tomorrow.
Read the middle entry.
Cycle 36, Orbit 671. Am I a freak? Morinth is a girl like me, and she's definitely not human. Just when we dance and the Helix is flowing through me, the way she looks at me with a hunger, a longing, no one's ever looked at me like that. We kissed tonight.
Read the newest entry.
Cycle 42, Orbit 67. She's going to take me to her apartment tonight. Whatever happens, I want to be with her forever. She can sell my pieces, we can live somewhere glamorous, like the women in Vanya that Vid Morinth likes. How did this happen to me? I'm just dumb trash from Omega.
Close the holojournal.
This is Morinth's work. She's attracted to artists and creators. Someone with a spark, slightly isolated from their peers. She impresses with sophistication and sex appeal. Then she strikes. The hunt interests her as much as the conquest.
She kills with sex, and I have no plans to sleep with her.
Perhaps you have a right to be glib, Shepard, but caution is wise here. Morinth speaks to you on many levels. Her body tells yours that she'll bring unimaginable ecstasy. Her scent evokes emotions long hidden. Her eyes promise you things you were always scared to ask of another. Her voice whispers to you after she is done speaking.
She sounds like my kind of Asari.
You joke, Shepard, but for all your might, you will be in great danger. Storming her den would be a mistake. She will have 100 escape routes planned. She will go to ground and disappear for 50 years or more. This is the closest I've ever been.
So we have to lure her out.
Exactly. Shepard, you read my mind. Afterlife's VIP section seems her preferred hunting ground. You must go there alone and unarmed.
Well, let's go then.
Time's wasting. Let's get over there.
I agree. We can talk more once we're there.
More renegade. You're gonna need that renegade.
As a possible terrorist attack by dissidents from former council races. While no formal statement has been issued, the council has made formal information requests of the Solarian Special Tasks Group.
What do you want?
Someone told me the rest of Afterlife is nothing compared to this place.
Sounds like a smart person. Who was it?
Jarut.
Go on in. Word to the wise. Start a fight, we'll hurt you. Someone attacks you, it's okay to defend yourself.
You must go in alone. Morinth will be watching. Like any predator, she is cautious. You must pique her interest enough that she will approach you. When you are face to face, subtly encourage her to invite you to her apartment. I'll follow discreetly, and when you are alone, I'll spring the trap. Know this, until I get there, you are in great peril. She will be planning to inflict horrors on you. If you are not careful, you will want her to.
Okay, what other things have we learned about Morinth that can help us here?
According to Neff's journal, Morinth likes dancing while on a drug called Halax. Neff's journal mentioned a vid called Vayenya. It seemed to have something to do with glamorous women. Morinth sent Neff a note saying she likes the Elcor artist Forta. Well, Shepard, that's everything we know.
How can I spark her interest when I'm not even talking to her?
Courage or suicidal bravery could attract her. Hurt someone in defense and she will be excited, but pick a fight and she'll be bored. Show skill at working smoothly through a nightclub crowd. She will be intrigued. She'll want you the moment she sees you. The rest is just a matter of overpowering her caution.
How do I convince her to take me home?
She admires strength, directness, and vigor. Modesty, chivalry, or meekness frustrate and bore her. Violence excites her. You've killed Shepard. She'll like that.
Getting her alone, then falling under her sway? That'll require careful timing.
I will be near, and I will come for you, Shepard. Trust me, as I trust and honor you.
Let's get started.
Shepard, we only get one chance at this. Any mistake, and Morant will disappear. If you're the least bit unsure, come talk to me. I will wait here. And Shepard...
I think I know what I'm doing.
Thank you. I do not share this burden easily, and you are the only soul I can imagine sharing it with.
Boop.
Come on, baby. I can pay. I'm a good tipper, too.
I told you to stay away from me!
Don't be like that. I got creds. We'll go back to my place. I got simple tastes.
Back off, asshole! I'm a dancer, not a hooker!
You got a mouth on you. I'll enjoy watching you use it.
The lady asked you to step away.
What the hell? I'm just looking for a good time. This isn't your business.
Good times are over.
Thanks for that. Security was asleep.
Hey, do you know where to get tickets for Expel 10? I heard this amazing Asari say they were her favorite band. I just want whatever she wants. I gotta find tickets. Expel 10 is playing tomorrow.
I don't have any tickets.
If you score some, I got some creds for you.
Are you sure this is where you want to be?
Hi. I need help right now, and I don't know who to ask. You're human, and you don't look high, so you're it. Can you help me out?
What kind of help?
My friend Moiral is doing a piece on Omega Gangs. She's hanging with Floret. He's the worst of the worst.
Your friend could get hurt.
Yeah, and she's going to. See, Floret's onto her. His gang is on the way here, and they're gonna make a mess of her. I have to get a message to her, and fast.
What do you want me to do?
She and I have a code. If you go over and say 2 words to Floret, my friend will get the message and get out of there. The 2 words are terminal and eternity. In that order. Please tell me you can do that. She's going to die.
I can do that.
Thank you. Thank you. Remember, terminal and eternity. In that order, just work them into a sentence.
But, got boots on.
Lots of money on display here.
Do you know anyone interesting?
We got all the way over here to dance.
I love this place! I love everyone here!
You're scary.
I love you!
I bet you get in lots of fights.
Insult the Grove.
Hi again! I already said I loved you, though.
Okay. That guy's very good.
Lots of money on display here tonight.
Anyway, let's go do this. Just there's like a long way to do this. A long way.
It's hot. Sweaty.
Well,
You need something, man?
Is there a public extranet terminal around here?
In a club? You don't have an Omni tool?
That is a pretty strange question.
I get by on public terminals. My Omni tool's been broken for an eternity.
There we go.
That's a tough break. I'm done talking to you now.
Hey, Floret. I have to pee.
Yeah? Hurry back, Moiral. I'm ready to head out.
Yeah.
The music here used to be avant-garde. Couldn't dance to it, but you felt smart listening to it.
Thank you so much. I really thought she was going to die.
Lots of money on display. Good cred hunting tonight. We'll hit him in the alley. Long as it isn't one of Arya's people, we're good. We gotta get enough creds to keep Hank off our backs. Hey, what are you looking at?
A pair of sad losers who think they're something, and are about to find out they're not.
Who's gonna show us that? You? Human thinks he's a tough guy.
Tougher than you.
Well, that was easy.
My name is Morin. I've been watching you. You're the most interesting person in this place. I've got a booth over here in the shadows. Why don't you come sit with me? Some nights I come here and there's no one interesting to talk to. Some nights, there's just one person. Tonight it's you. Why is that?
I know what I like.
Do you?
Just a car's fam. No, we're not that stupid.
What do you think of the music here?
Dark rhythms, violent pulses. It stirs something primitive in me. What about you?
I'm curious about a band called Expel 10.
They get in my head and tear it to pieces. They're in concert soon. Maybe we should go together. You can lose yourself in the music here. There are ways to enhance that. You know?
What do you think of Hallex?
It slithers through my soul. Seems like we share some interests.
Do you know anything about art?
It speaks to the darkest places in me. What about you?
Edge.
Do you know the artist Porta?
I didn't think anyone around here knew him. He's sublime. Art comes in many varieties. I've seen vids that were more powerful than a sculpture sitting in a gallery.
Do you know Vaenya?
My favorite. The two actresses on it are so glamorous.
I'll have to watch it.
Maybe we could do that together.
I've traveled all over the galaxy.
It changes you, doesn't it?
Real travel means going to dangerous places.
Where you can see and do things most people can't imagine.
Yes.
Yeah.
When I travel, I find myself drawn to dark, dangerous places.
We just mentioned
violent places.
Violence is the surest expression of power.
Violence is a means to an end. Power is that end.
Do you want to get out of here? My apartment is nearby and I want you alone.
And just like that. Play all the right words. Boop. And now we look at things. Because we look at things. Like this chess set.
I love any game where your opponent can believe he is about to win. Just before you kill him.
Ooh, sculpture.
A gift from a suitor. The statue's got more personality than he did. Still, he impressed me enough that he finally got what he wanted. It didn't end the way he hoped.
Oh, but it's alright. Oh, yeah, I'll stand that.
I was into dueling for a while.
Well, no one of those crappy
I love
swords.
the moment you see it in your opponent's eyes.
Got that
He
heel
knows
problems,
you're
man.
better, and he's going to die. Have a Hallex if you want. But wouldn't you rather have all your senses be clear and sharp right now?
Well, I think we're pretty good. We got this all right for and looked at everything, so... yeah. All the quick saves.
I love clubs. People, movement, heat.
Now then, time to
I can
put
still
those
hear the
renegade
bass like
points apart.
the drums of a great hunt out for your blood. But here, it's muted, and you're safe. Is that what you want, Shepard?
I'd rather fight than hide.
Yes. Better to take control of your fate. I've never understood the fascination with safety. Some of us choose differently. Independence over submission? I think we share that, you and I.
You compare us, but you're nowhere near my league.
So strong. I need this. Look into my eyes and tell me you want me. Tell me you'd kill for me. Anything I want.
By the way, renegade.
I'm not the victim you were hoping for.
But you... who are you? Oh no. I see what's going on. The bitch herself found a little helper. Morinth! Mother. Do not call me that. I can't choose to stop being your daughter. Mother. You made your choice long ago. What choice? My only crime was being born with the gifts you gave me. Enough, Morinth! I am the genetic destiny of the Asari, but they are not ready to reveal this. So I must die. You are a disease to be purged. Nothing more. I'm as strong as she is. Let me join you. I am already sworn to help you, Shepard. Let us finish this.
Well, here's the thing. We had enough renegade to resist to this point, so we can do this. Sorry, Samara. We make bad choices.
Morinth will be more useful to me.
You will regret your choice.
I'm sure I will. Especially knowing Mass Effect 3.
Goodbye, Mother. Thank you, Shepard. My mother was as powerful as she was hateful. You helped me. Now I'll help you. Let me take my mother's place on your team.
You don't seem to care at all about the death of your mother.
Why should I? She was dead to me long ago. But I'll keep her alive for you so you don't have any complications with your crew. I'm a dead ringer for my belated mother. Few people can tell us apart.
And I've practiced long and hard to mimic her in every way.
If I closed my eyes, I'd swear you were Samara.
It took years to perfect, but when I was younger, posing as my mother brought its advantages. How do you think I originally escaped from Thessia?
Let me just slip into this horrible uniform and none will be the wiser.
Let's go.
This is going to be fun.
Well, there you go. Order the just copy on question given a pen responsible rendered to Shepard. Bear the hope observers' territories will not be preferred by President Shepard's team. Believed to have Jessica's mission complete. Unfortunately, Bioware could not be taken for study. Genetic could have been useful. Substance expertise would have been made to a valuable team members. Such path tendencies were migrated. Also, so here's the thing. More has Dominate. Dominate lets you brainwash an organic enemy, forcing him to attack its allies. It's sort of like what the... It's sort of... I think it returns to Mass Effect 3. It's a power that you can get through a thing. Also assault rifle damage. But yeah. So guess who we need to go talk to?
Commander, you've received a new...
Of course I have.
Is there anything I should
You have
know?
anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
So what's new? And Shepard just wants you to know that the Drow kid's doing okay. Everything's taken care of legally and he's doing some work for me. Helping me do some of the trash in the woods. Anyway, life bear for some of the kids like Mal. It's not perfect, but then what is? I don't know if your Drow and mine are talking. I told him life was too short not to, but I don't know if it took. Good luck up them. Yay, Bailey. Okay, so now we go up, over hill. Research assault rifle damage. Just why not? So I wish I had shotgun that 6 hour sit. But oh well.
No messages for you, Commander.
I'll go up and feed the fish. Cause you gotta feed the fish. Gotta feed them fish. Space hamster. Hi, space hamster. I think we get basically every fish except those greenish ones back. Cause no, you didn't romance carry, since you don't romance carry, you don't get any answers to them. Sad. But anyway, time to go talk to people. Bane, words.
Have a few minutes to talk?
If you wish.
The last time we talked, you started speaking about a past event, as if you were watching it.
Drell have perfect memories. We can relive any moment in our lives with perfect clarity.
He's been doing that for a while.
It's difficult to control at times. Some of us disappear into, let's call it solipsism.
What do you mean solipsism?
When a memory feels as real as life, it's as valid as life. Thinking about a moment brings back the smell of cut grass, the warmth of another's hand on yours, the taste of another's tongue in your mouth. Wouldn't you rather lose yourself in such a memory than spend the night alone, staring at walls of metal and plastic?
Isn't that a rather personal memory to talk about?
Forgive me. Lately, I've spent a great deal of time reviewing my life. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
Isn't there a risk that you could lose yourself in bad memories as well?
Of course. Remembering the times I've taken bullets is unpleasant. But I can look at my knee and see it's not shattered. The memories that are hard to escape are those of despair.
You can remember everything that happened in your life?
Nearly. I expect if we remembered the birth trauma, we'd never recover from it.
Makes sense.
You can relive every assassination you've ever made?
In perfect detail. Every mistake I made. Every target's last breath.
You don't seem to feel guilty.
Why should I? My employers killed them. My body was only the tool they used. If you kill a man with your gun, do you hold the gun responsible?
Your body doesn't make the decision to shoot, your mind does. You make the choice to kill.
When someone aims a gun at you, you pull your trigger. You don't think. It's reflex. Any combat training conditions the body's reflexes. My training was very thorough. Drell minds are different from humans. We see our body as a vessel, and accept that it is not always under our control.
That's a strange way of looking at yourself.
Humans often believe in a soul distinct from the body. A spirit responsible for moral reasoning that lives on after the body's death. Our belief is just a bit more literal.
The last time we talked, you remembered one of your assassinations. Something about sunset-colored eyes?
That time. Laser dot trembles on the skull. Spice on the spring wind. Sunset eyes, defiant in the scope. A bystander noticed my spotting laser and threw herself between me and the target. She couldn't see me, but she stared me down.
Did you take the shot?
Not that day.
It was odd that you just blurted that out. Just another vivid draw memory?
No. She was a vivid person.
I should get back to my duties.
Shepard, I appreciate these chats we have.
I haven't had a chance to speak to a Drell before. It's been fascinating.
I doubt many humans have. There are only a few 100,000 of us left after all. I won't keep you.
Well, there you go. Let's go. You guys ever talk anymore? Nope. They don't talk anymore. What's up?
How do you like my look, Shepard? Convincing? No one has a clue about Mother. It remains our little secret.
Dope.
You've been through a lot.
I'm always fine, Shepard. I learned hundreds of years ago to look out for myself.
We'll look out for you. But you have to look out for us, too.
Of course. It's strange and new for me, but I'll do my best. I won't make trouble among your crew if that's what you're asking.
I won't tolerate any problems.
Shepard, I'd never risk my place on your team. You're like no one I've encountered.
You've been through a lot.
I'm always fine, Shepard. I learned hundreds of years ago to look out for myself.
How do you handle such a solitary life?
I get lonely at times. I never really feel the love of another, at least not for long. I don't suppose there's anything I can do about that. But I want you to know something. My lovers spent their last moments experiencing pleasure you can't imagine. Like Neff. She died because her nervous system overloaded, with an ecstasy so great she couldn't handle it.
Why tell me this?
It's just something to think about. You're unique. You've lived through the impossible. If anyone could survive, now's not the time.
What do you think of Normandy's crew?
They're an interesting bunch, but they're not you.
You're so different from your mother.
She was a terrible mother. She did her duty with precision and care, but no love. She taught us how to honor the goddess, to be good Asari. She even tried to teach us the value of self-denial. I was a bit of a disappointment.
Some people take it hard when they disappoint their parents.
My mother disappointed me too, and my opinion is the one that matters. She was happy to lead a life devoid of pleasure and then die. But you die with or without honor, you're still dead. Take the pleasures you're offered.
Isn't it risky speaking in your own voice, Morinth?
I've spent centuries being discreet, dealing with any bug or probing eye. I've made sure that Edie can't listen in. We're safe here. I just want to be myself with you,
Edie
Shepard.
can't listen in?
What do you think of our mission?
The collectors are dangerous. I know I'd like them gone. Once that's accomplished, maybe you and I could celebrate.
I should go.
So soon? Well, don't stay away too long.
And you can see where that goes eventually. But yeah, if we want to, we could hit dominate. Which, yeah, not something I'd really use, probably. Anyway, I think that's it for this video. Yay, points. Anyway, well, we could put points in that, couldn't we? And we start 2 levels, and then we can't put points in anything. Shrug. Oh well. Guess that's it for our skills. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all, and have a nice day.